The courage to be disliked, redefining strength in a world obsessed with approval. The world constantly tells you to fit in, to play it safe, blend in with the crowd, and avoid conflict. But what if the real strength lies in doing the exact opposite? The courage to be disliked isn't just a philosophy, it's a way to claim your life as your own. It's not about rebellion for the sake of it, but about living so honestly and boldly that even rejection feels insignificant. Here's the uncomfortable truth: if you're never disliked, you're probably not doing anything that matters. Why being disliked is the ultimate freedom one. Rejection means you're on the right track. Every person with a voice, an idea, or a bold choice will face opposition. The very act of doing something different attracts resistance. If everyone agrees with you, you've likely sacrificed originality for safety. Think about it. People booed the first performances of groundbreaking artists and laughed at inventions we now can't live without. Rejection doesn't mean you're wrong, it means you're ahead. Action point. Write down one decision you've been avoiding because of what people might say. Commit to taking action on it within 24 hours. Example, apply for the opportunity you feel not ready for, or post that idea you've been sitting on. 2, you stop living in fear. Fear of disapproval is like a cage. The second you decide it's okay for some people not to like you, that cage disappears. What's left is the space to live authentically without needing permission from the world. Action point. Identify one area in your life where you're holding back. Relationships, work, creativity, etc. Take one small immediate step that feels scary but manageable, like expressing a boundary, pitching your idea, or reaching out to someone new. 3, criticism sharpens you. Every insult, side eye, or snide comment is a free lesson in resilience. The more you face, the less it bothers you, until eventually you're untouchable. Action point. The next time you face criticism, ask yourself 2 questions. Does this person's opinion align with my values? Is there something I can learn here? If the answer is no, let it go. If it's yes, write down one improvement and implement it immediately. 4, choose principles over people. Why this matters. You can't live a meaningful life while trying to please everyone. Every time you compromise your values to gain approval, you give up a piece of yourself. Action point. Write down your top 3 values. For example, honesty, creativity, independence. Review one recent decision where you felt uneasy. Did it align with your values? If it didn't, decide how you'll handle a similar situation differently in the future. 5, lean into discomfort. Why this matters. Growth feels awkward and uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar, but staying in your comfort zone guarantees you'll stay the same. Action point. Do one thing today that you've been avoiding because it feels uncomfortable. Whether it's starting a conversation, setting a boundary, or taking on a challenge. Write down how you felt afterward and what you learned from the experience. This builds a habit of embracing discomfort as a path to growth. 6, build resilience through rejection. Why this matters. Rejection isn't failure, it's feedback. The more you're rejected, the more you learn, adapt, and grow. It's the ultimate training ground for resilience. Action point. Intentionally seek out one small rejection today. For example, ask for a discount at a store or pitch an idea you are sure might get turned down. Reflect on what happened and realize the world didn't end, you just got stronger. Why most people avoid this path. Approval is addictive. Humans are wired to seek connection, and approval feels like a shortcut to it. But shallow approval isn't connection, it's conformity. Comfort is overrated. Being disliked is uncomfortable. It challenges your ego, forces you to question yourself, and puts you in the spotlight. But comfort never made anyone unforgettable. How to cultivate the courage to be disliked. 1, choose principles over people. Decide what you stand for and let that guide your actions, even if it alienates others. If you're true to your principles, losing people who don't align with them isn't a loss, it's a win. 2, detach from the outcome. Whether it's speaking your mind, taking a creative risk, or stepping out of the norm, do it because it feels right, not because it guarantees applause. You'll find freedom when you stop caring about the result. 3, lean into the discomfort. Awkward silences, raised eyebrows, or outright criticism. Get used to them. These moments are proof you're living boldly, not blandly. The payoff, a life that's entirely yours. When you stop trying to be liked, you start living on your own terms. You'll find stronger connections. The people who stick around are there for the real you, not the version you created to fit in. Sharper focus. Without the noise of others' opinions, you'll make clearer decisions and pursue what truly matters to you. Unshakable confidence. The more you face disapproval, the less power it has over you. The real question is, would you rather be liked for being ordinary or disliked for being unforgettable? The courage to be disliked is rare, but so are the people who leave a mark on the world. So what's your choice? If you're here, it's not by accident. You found this channel for a reason, because deep down you know you're meant for something more. Don't let this moment slip away. Hit that subscribe button now so you never miss the tools, insights, and wake-up calls that will push you closer to who you're truly meant to be. Every video is designed to challenge you, to push you, and to make you see the world and yourself differently. Don't just be a spectator to your potential. Subscribe and let's make it happen together. You're here because it's time to stop settling and start stepping into the person you were meant to become.